Hello, and welcome to this week's quick video. We're going to talk about sector rotation. We're seeing some new leadership amongst the S&P sectors. So the first chart we're going to pull up is a go-no-go relative map of the S&P sectors using the S&P as the base. And as I said, we're seeing some new leadership emerge this week. We're talking about the industrial sector, which we've highlighted there with a white rectangle. And so we're seeing this continued rotation that we've seen over the last few weeks into cyclical shares, away from growth and away from the big tech stocks. And that's been accelerated as vaccine progress has fueled optimism about the re-emerging economy, the re-emerging global economy even. So as we can see, that industrial sectors has entered a bright blue go trend there this week. And so it makes sense perhaps to look for opportunities within an emerging sector that's showing leadership and showing outperformance. So if we go to the next chart, this is a chart of Huntington Ingalls Industries, and this is a weekly chart. So sometimes it's good to pull back and see the bigger picture. And this company is a military shipbuilding provider of professional services to partners both in government and industry. And the weekly chart shows that this go trend has really just begun. And we'd like to see the go colors pick up and go into the bright blue of the strongest trend. But we can see that after this base of lower lows and lower highs highlighted by that no-go move, we've now entered a go trend on the weekly chart. If we were to then say we want to zoom in and look for opportunities on a shorter time frame chart, we can pull up a chart of the daily go no go chart for the same company. So this is the third chart that we're looking at here. And this is, again, Huntington Ingalls Industries, HII, on a daily go no go chart. And this is a really interesting chart because we can be looking at this chart now that we know that the larger time frame trend has been identified as a go with those blue bars coming in. We can look at this daily chart to look for potential entry to capture some of the alpha provided by the outperformance of both the company and also the sector that it's in, which is, of course, industrials, the sector that we saw emerging in that relative map in a position of leadership. So on the daily chart, there's a couple of things to point out. After a correction that was depicted by the no-go colors and the no-go bars, we've re-entered a go trend. You can see the recent go flag a couple of weeks ago on the chart. And also, if we look to that lower panel, we can see that the go no-go oscillator has actually crossed over strongly from negative territory above the zero line and into positive territory. And the oscillator is the dark blue color. Remember, the dark blue color shows us that volume has been significantly elevated in the short term relative to historical volume readings. And right now, at this point, we've got the oscillator falling to the zero line as the price action has cooled over the last few bars. You know, the last few bars, we're looking to see that price rebound off the oscillator, which it should if the trend is strong. Remember, when a trend is in place, momentum shouldn't go so far oversold that it causes any negative readings on our go no go oscillator. So if we look to this chart, if we see momentum come back in the direction of the trend, that would make the oscillator bounce off zero, rally into positive territory, and we'd look for a new leg up in price for HII. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. It's always helpful to look for outperformance or sector allocation so that we can look for even better opportunities. And I'll look forward to seeing you again next time.